Guys, hands down, this is the most important video you're going to watch today. Shabbat Shalom and an early happy Pesach. Of course, tomorrow night, Saturday night, April 12th, and Sunday night, April 13th, are the Passover Seders. It's the only time of year that we get to literally eat and drink a mitzvah. We can do mitzvahs all year, but to take something into our bodies, food and drink, and let it become something holy, that's only at the Passover Seder. What do we have to eat and drink? 3 things. Biblical commandment is to eat matzah. Rabbinic commandment is to eat maror, the bitter herb, and to drink 4 cups of wine. People always ask me though, how much matzah do I have to eat? How much wine do I have to drink? How much maror do I have to consume? I want to give you a quick rundown on the proper way to fulfill these mitzvahs. And the way I want you to think about this is like with cars. All cars will get you from point A to point B, but you have different levels, different standards. You have a Toyota, it's a pretty regular car. You have the Rabbi's BMW, a little fancier car. Then you got, a Ferrari, a luxury car. Mitzvahs are the same way. They can be done at a basic level, at a higher level, and at the highest level. I'm going to give you all 3 tiers, and you will be the one to choose how you're going to conduct your Passover Seder. Let's start with the matzah. Of course, first of all, it has to be round. I know many people take square matzahs for the Seder. The ideal way, according to Kabbalah, and even according to Jewish law, is to have the round, handmade shmura matzah. How much matzah do you have to eat? So, Toyota level, if this is a standard size round matzah, you want to eat 1/3 of a matzah throughout the Seder. If you rise up one level, then you want to split the matzah eating into 2 parts. One, you'll eat 1/3 of a matzah after the Haggadah, and you'll eat another 1/3 of a matzah at the end of the Seder for the Afikoman. If you're Ferrari level, you will eat 3 times matzah. Once after the Haggadah, once as part of the korech sandwich, and once at the Afikoman. All right, moving on to maror, the bitter herb. The common custom to use for the bitter herb is either romaine lettuce or ground horseradish. So, how much do you have to eat? Well, let's go. Toyota level, you have to eat 1 ounce of either the lettuce or the horseradish. How do you measure an ounce? Typically, the common understanding is that it's the amount that will fill up a 5x7 picture. Okay, that's how much lettuce you have to consume, or an ounce of ground horseradish. Want to rise up a level to the Lexus level? You should eat twice that amount. Once as bitter herbs plain, and once as part of the korech sandwich together with matzah. You want to go to the Ferrari level? You should have both. Do 1 ounce of lettuce together with 1 ounce of horseradish twice. And the last thing we have is the 4 cups of wine. Before we get to the levels, very important. The mitzvah on Passover night is to consume the majority of the cup that you use for the 4 cups of wine. The smallest cup possible that you're able to use, according to Chabad custom, is 3 ounces. So think about this. If you take a big cup and you just do a sip, you haven't done the mitzvah. If you take, like me, a 3.5 ounce cup and you drink a majority of the cup 4 times, you've done the mitzvah. So I always recommend using small cups for the Seder. Now let's go to the levels. Toyota level is to use grape juice. This way you can definitely drink the entire cup, no problem. You want to rise a level to the Lexus level? It's to use wine, specifically red wine. And, like I said, to drink a majority of the cup. You want to go Ferrari level. Ferrari level is to drink the entire cup at once, each of the 4 times. By the way, all 4 cups and all matzah should be consumed leaning to the left. And one more super important point, which is a little hard for me to say, and I say it with no judgment, but I want you to know how to do the mitzvah properly if you are able. The Torah says that the mitzvahs of the Passover Seder can only be done at night, after nightfall. Thanks to daylight savings time in Sherman, that's after 8:05 p.m. on Saturday night and on Sunday night. I know many Seders are called for 5, 6 p.m. and it's a real shame people are coming to do the mitzvah. They want to eat matzah, they want to drink the 4 cups, but they aren't fulfilling the obligation because you're not doing it at the right time. If you're able, without shaking up the family and making family politics, do your best, yourself and to convince those around you, to at least do the Toyota level of all the mitzvahs after 8:05 p.m. on Saturday night and Sunday night. Wishing you all a happy and joyous Pesach.